Good evening, AGCS families and friends. We are actually coming to you today. We're recording on a Friday.
We are, so it's mid-morning for us.
Yeah, but you'll be seeing this on a Sunday evening. We have our matching heart sweaters on because tonight is the daddy-daughter dance for a celebration of fathers or special loved ones and their daughters. So we're really excited to go tonight. We had a wonderful week. We celebrated our 100th day of school.
I know, I can't believe it.
We witnessed a fashion show.
Oh, very amazing fashion show.
Amazing fashion show with kids strutting their 100th day outfits. So it was a lot of fun.
We celebrated the Global Day of Play as well, where students were just allowed to have some unstructured play, focus on some social skills,
That's right.
and have a lot of fun together.
That's right. Lots of learning can happen then. So, well, we are celebrating this month something very special, and we have a great book that we're going to be reading today. So February is National African American Heritage Month or Black History Month. So I think we've got a great book to start the month off.
That's right. We're going to start with Martin Luther King Jr. by Hugh Roome. Meet Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King Jr. was a great American hero. He lost his life working to end unfair laws for black people. He said all people should be treated the same, no matter the color of their skin. Martin Luther King Jr. was born on January 15, 1929, in Atlanta, Georgia. Martin grew up in the South. There were many racist laws there. Martin could not go to school with white kids. He could not eat at a restaurant with white people. He could not sit with them at the movies. That was just because Martin had black skin. A lot of people had racist ideas too. When Martin was 6 years old, he had a white friend. The father of the white boy said that they could not play together because Martin had black skin. Martin said, "That is unfair." Working for change. King wanted to change the bad way black people were treated. He felt all people should be treated the same. MLK, Martin Luther King, wanted to change the laws that were unfair. He did not fight with his fists, he fought with words. King worked hard in school. He learned how to write about the unfair laws. He learned how to speak out against racism. King married Coretta Scott in 1953. They moved to Montgomery, Alabama. In 1954, King became the pastor of a church, and he and Coretta had 4 children. Black people came to King's church to hear him speak. They wanted to learn how to change the bad laws. King believed people should never hurt each other. He chose peaceful ways like marches to fight for change. Leading the change. In Montgomery, black people had to sit in the back of a bus. If a white rider needed a black rider's seat, the black rider had to give it up. King called for a boycott. Black people would not ride the buses until the laws were changed. The bus companies had a lot of money. The bus companies lost a lot of money. The law was finally changed. King used other ways to fight too. He led thousands of people in marches. They sang songs about peace, freedom, and equality. Many people saw the marches on TV. They heard King's speeches. His words made white people understand how racist laws hurt black people. Many Americans wanted to change those bad laws.
A lot of great pictures in this book.
I know, they're amazing. This will be in my office, so if you want to stop down and check out all the pictures, you're more than welcome to. In 1963, King led a march on Washington for jobs and freedom. He gave his famous "I Have a Dream" speech. About 250,000 people were there. People of all skin colors joined King in his fight against racism. But some white people hated the changes that were being made. They fought MLK and his supporters. King went to the White House to talk to President Lyndon Johnson. He asked the president to help change the laws. Johnson said he would help. President Johnson helped pass the Civil Rights Act of 1964. The law made it illegal to treat people unfairly simply because of the color of their skin. Every restaurant, store, and job would be open to all Americans. Giving his all. A white man named James Earl Ray hated the things King stood for. On April 4th, 1968, he shot and killed King. The police found Ray and took him to jail. A little poem about Martin Luther King Jr. He had a dream of equal rights, but used his words, not fists, to fight. His message and speech, or march or strike, beneath our skin, we're all alike.
That's a great poem.
It is. What a lovely book.
That's right. So throughout the month at the Early Learning Center, we are going to be spotlighting different African American and Black people who really either did something for large groups of people, small groups of people. Next week we're celebrating scientists and inventors. And then the following week we will be celebrating authors. And so we will be announcing different things during morning announcements, and we'll be posting it on social media. So we hope you follow along and join us in celebrating all of the many amazing things that African Americans and Black people have done to be part of our American history.
That's right. Just a quick note, next week we're also having conferences, so make sure that you sign up through the link that you received. And if you haven't yet, checked in with your homeroom teacher so that you can sign up and be a part of conferences.
That's right. Ooh, one last thing, March 6th is Night at the Races. We have our first $1,000 Triple Crown sponsor, which is Heckendorn Shiles Architects, so thank you for them. And if you would like to be a part of that and sponsor a Night at the Races or come, you can go online and buy tickets, or you can do it backpack mail as well. And that's open to all families K to 12.
I'll be there.
Yeah, so all right. Have a great night.
Good night.